the portal where I'm gonna face my fears. It's alive! It's alive! Good morning, y'all. It is Monday, and finally I'm going to Epic Universe. I'm so excited. It is 7. Oh gosh, I never checked the time before this. It's after 7 o'clock. Like I had a bit of a rough sleep last night. I went to bed around midnight. I woke up at like 3:30, could not get back to sleep until like 4:30. And then what happened? I think I slept until 6:30 and woke up and just have not been able to get back to sleep. So I don't feel bad, but this might hit me later. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready. I think I'm gonna head out. I have to check out of All-Star Movies because I'm gonna be checking into Coronado Springs later this evening. But yeah, it's time. It's go time. I'm all packed up and it's time to go. I love my outfit. This is outfit number 1 out of maybe 2 depending on how I feel. But I love it. I feel like it's super cute and comfortable, and there's a skirt. So time to hit up Epic Universe. I have to check out of here real quick and just hit the road because it's 8 o'clock right now. All right, you guys, I'm here finally at Epic Universe. I will say it's hot as hell. So y'all know I'm not built for the parks in the summer. It is hot as hell. I am already sweating. It is like 9 in the morning. I'm sweating from my nether regions. But I'm so happy to be here. Finally at the park entrance. I'm gonna take some pictures and then I'm gonna head back to Isle of Berk. But yes, I can't believe it, I'm here. So right now I have a little strategy that I want to do. I've been seeing people online saying that if you get here at 9 o'clock, which is early park entry for the hotel guests, then you could go and line up really quickly at Isle of Berk. And then if you go counterclockwise, so Isle of Berk, then Ministry of Magic, then Dark Universe, then Super Nintendo World, that's how you get the most out of your day. So I'm gonna test that theory today and hopefully it works out. But anyway, I'm gonna grab some pictures in front of the Chronos and then it is time to go. All right, y'all, finally walking through the Chronos. Let's see what's up in here. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Makeup is like running into my eye, but wow. I see why everyone says this park is beautiful. Like, look at this with the hotel in the background. That's like Grand Helios. Look at this water. This huge statue. Okay, I'm gonna head over to Berk. I'm gonna have to keep my sunglasses on today because my makeup is swagging off. My eyeliner is probably gone and the park hasn't opened yet. I am not built for this. It's just so pretty. I can see why a lot of people have been hyping this up. This is so gorgeous. Just the views here in Celestial Park are beautiful. So that's the carousel over there. Well, first of all, that's the Grand Helios Hotel, that big building with the gold domes. Then we have the carousel right there. You scooch over and right there is Super Nintendo World. And then that's the Atlantic restaurant right there. But this water, I want to go into it because it's hot. It's really hot. So I think what I'm gonna do maybe is explore around Celestial Park a little bit. But, oh, is this a line? I think there's a line to get into Isle of Berk right now. Which is wild. You know what? I think I'm gonna wait. Let's see. Okay, so I totally went the wrong way at Isle of Berk. Do as I say, not what I do. go to the right if you're trying to get on Hiccup's wing gliders. Whoops. Hello everyone, it is Editing Brittany here. So my Epic Universe Day is going to need some clarification. So you are gonna see me pop in a couple of times. I'm gonna try to do voiceover, but I'm gonna see if that works out. But anyway, right now I'm editing the portion with me walking into Isle of Berk. I went the wrong direction. Because okay, you're walking into the portal. The left-hand side, there was a ton of people going that way. The right-hand side, there were a ton of people going that way. So I decided to go right, thinking that I'd be able to get to Hiccup's wing gliders from that direction. The people who were heading right were actually going to get in line to meet Toothless, animatronic dragon Toothless. I totally messed up. I went the completely wrong direction. And honestly, I think I was just delirious from the sun. I didn't really get good footage outside of Isle of Berk when I was waiting out there, but I lined up outside of Isle of Berk probably around like 9:15. They let us in maybe around like 9:50 is when they actually let us go through the portal. I didn't get a chance to record those times because honestly, I was standing there in the roasting hot sun. The sun was literally right there in my face as I waited for that long amount of time. I was squished in with a bunch of people. A bunch of people were trying to like cut you, trying to get as close to the portal as possible. It was really hard like having crowd control at that time. It was hot, it was miserable. Makeup was running all down my face and everything. My advice for you, if you decide to do this when you visit Epic Universe, rope dropping Isle of Berk is a great idea. Just make sure you know to go to the left. When you walk through the portal, go to the left. That's how you get on Hiccup's wing gliders. I probably would have saved maybe like 15 minutes in line if I didn't go to the right. And also make sure you're prepared to wait in front of the portal for a long amount of time. You're going to be in there, smushed in there with people. You're going to be in the sun. Make sure you have a snack with you. Make sure you have a drink with you. Make sure that you have thoroughly applied sunscreen because the sun is literally right there in your face. So this move did not set me up for success for the day because I think this is where a lot of my energy got wiped out. So just keep that in mind. Like, this was a great strategy in terms of getting on Hiccup's wing gliders, not gonna lie. Like, I'm very happy that I did this, but just be mentally prepared for what is in front of you because this was so draining, y'all. Thankfully though, I didn't have to wait too long for Hiccup's wing gliders. That was like one of the best rides that I rode that day. So yeah. Y'all, this place is really cool, but where the heck is this ride? Just popping in again to say that for those of you who don't know, Universal does not allow you to record video on their rides. A lot of the times when I was riding these rides too, I didn't have my phone with me because a lot of the times Universal provides lockers for you to put your belongings in before you get to ride the ride. So sadly, no video footage of Hiccup's wing gliders, but I do talk about it in the next clip. I just got off of Hiccup's wing gliders. That ride was so much fun. I'm glad that was my first ride at Epic. They play the song from How to Train Your Dragon. Y'all know the iconic song that everyone's been posting on Instagram when they come to Epic Universe. And it was so cool to just glide. I love how they have like animatronics and like different dragons in the ride. That was really cool. You have to put your stuff in a locker though. Not as many people like put their phones and stuff, but I did. But yeah, I was kind of hoping that the ride would go by behind me, but it's not. Just my luck. Anyway, it's so much fun. I love it. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Maybe Stardust. I'm gonna check the wait times real quick and see what's next on the agenda. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to Stardust Racers, which is like literally right next door to Berk, because it's only a 45-minute wait right now. So I think my counterclockwise strategy is working out because Berk wasn't that bad. I think I waited
how long? Maybe about like 30-40 minutes for our Hiccup swing gliders. It was not that bad. And honestly, the heat doesn't feel so bad when you're walking. When you're moving, it's good. But what killed me in the beginning was standing up, waiting to rope drop Isle of Berk, like outside of the portal. So I kind of think that maybe if you come here early, oh, it's going by. Maybe if you do come here early, you can walk around like Celestial Park a little bit and then line up closer to 10. I think it was around maybe like 9:45 or something. They let us into the actual land, and then they let us through the ride, I think at like 9:56. So not bad at all. Also, yes, like everyone's pictures and videos doesn't do it justice. These portals are humongous, y'all, and they're thick too. Look at how like deep it is to go through it. Like they're gonna take some time to like get through there. This is so cool. So I wasn't exactly sure what my angle was gonna be with Epic Universe. Is it gonna be me showing y'all the park? Is it gonna be me talking about food? I think today I'm gonna focus on what's the best strategy for someone who's only here for one day, because it's crazy. Even though like it's still early and it's not that bad, there's still a lot of people here and the lines are pretty long. So yeah, I'll let y'all know how successful I am with getting on all these rides, because it's a lot. And literally right next door to Berk is Stardust. This looks scary. Oh, here it comes. Alright, well, I just got off Stardust Racers. That was intense. I feel like it was more intense than Velocicoaster. I got to ride in the front row because I'm a single rider. There was an odd number of people, so I was in the front row by myself. And let me tell you, like, I screamed my head off. I don't know if anyone could hear me. I feel like my voice is hoarse now. It was really good though, but I feel like that was a hair, like this much too intense for me. And I never say that about roller coasters, so I don't know if I'm just getting old or if I need to eat. I probably need to eat. Yeah, the line wasn't that bad. Thankfully, the queue was covered from the sun. It was an outdoor queue, but it still had like a lot of coverings, a lot of fans, so it wasn't that bad. When I got in the line, it was a 45-minute wait. It jumped up to 75 when I was in it. I don't think I waited that long. I probably waited like 50 minutes or so. It was kind of weird though, because in the middle of it, as I was stopped at the second floor before I went through the metal detectors, because you have to put all of your stuff in a locker, the ride paused so they could add more vehicles to the track. So yeah, that was interesting. Would I ride it again? Yes. But I'm telling you, if you're not into intense rides, this might not be for you. So right now I'm walking over to Pizza Moon because I told myself that's what I really wanted to try for lunch. Hopefully it's not so busy. I heard that eating at meal times is insane because the lines are out the door. I did not time myself right, but it is what it is, you know? Like, not every day could be perfect when you're doing these theme parks. And they're busy and they're hot. Walking by the Helios now. It actually doesn't feel that bad crowd-wise. Maybe a lot of people are just in the portals, but Celestial Park's not too bad right now. But yeah, after doing that craziness with Stardust Racers, I really need a break and a refresher and some cool AC. That was intense. Oh my gosh. The Helios looks so pretty. The fountain's on. How pretty is that? Anyway, I feel like I'm still shaking. My hair is a mess. Like, as soon as we hit the gas on Stardust Racers, my braids went up into the air. I have no idea what the heck my hair looks like right now. And I guess that's okay. I'm in a theme park. It's chill. It's Dark Universe. I'm still low-key scared to go in there, but I think I might hit this up next after Pizza Moon, since it's like right here, I think. So the Helios is there. We've got the Constellation Carousel right here, and then right behind us is Pizza Moon. Yay.
So I got the ube crust pizza. I was excited to try this. That's like the primary reason why I came here. It looks pretty good. I'm glad I brought Ziploc bags because I'm gonna have to take it home. I'm gonna try this pizza.
Oh, it's really good and it's garlicky. I also bought a bottle of water and I put my Gatorade hydration packs in here. Oh my gosh, there's makeup all over me. Ugh. But yeah, so I'm rehydrating, gonna eat, and I'll be back later. Editing me, jumping in again. Pizza Moon was really good. I do need to come in and clarify some things because I didn't get a chance to totally record my thoughts at the time. The pizza that I had was really good. I had the, oh no, I need to find the name. No, wait. So I had the pizza lunaire. It has roasted garlic, bechamel, fromage de lune, which I'm assuming is mozzarella cheese, ricotta, pancetta, garlic confit, and purple celestial ube crust. I want to come on here and give a disclaimer because I went in expecting the crust to be ube. I don't want to claim to be an ube expert, but living in Houston, Texas, with Houston, Chinatown not too far away from me, I have had my share of ube things, and I want to let y'all know that I did not taste ube in that crust. I'm pretty sure that they just were getting on like the ube hype train and saying, oh yeah, let's let people think that there's ube in here and just make the crust purple. I don't want to say that they did that, but that's what I suspect that Universal did with this. I don't want to come here and say that the pizza was bad because the pizza was very delicious. I would get it again. Just if you're expecting it to taste like ube, the crust does not taste like ube. It tastes like a regular pizza crust. Anyway, I enjoyed Pizza Moon. It was good. The decor in there was beautiful. I was by myself and I did not get the chance to pick my own seat. The way that the quick service dining works at Epic Universe, at least in Pizza Moon, because that was the only one that I tried. So like, don't take my word for all the restaurants, but I'm assuming they all kind of work the same way. You go in and you talk to a host who you let them know how many people are in your party, you let them know that you want to dine in, and then they take you to a table, like they seat you. So it's not like the typical quick service at like Disney or the other Universal theme parks where you could just walk in, pick a spot, sit, and whatever, right? Like, you are seated. And I understand why they do that. They want to control the amount of people and like who's taking up what tables. It kind of felt weird, like I didn't really have control over what spot I sat in the restaurant. You get seated by a host, then there's a QR code on the table where you mobile order your selections. You go on through the Universal app, you order your dishes and your drinks and all that kind of stuff. You let them know in the app what table you're sitting at, like the tables all have a number, and you take a picture of the table number, and then Universal knows like when to bring your, like where to take your food to. So as I was sitting there, I didn't have any utensils or anything. I had to ask the team member who brought out my pizza. I'm like, hey, can I get napkins? And they're like, oh yes, I'll grab it for you. I think I asked them specifically, where can I get napkins and that kind of stuff from? And they're like, oh no, we'll get it for you. So I didn't really feel like I was encouraged to explore Pizza Moon like how I would explore like another quick service restaurant, so it was kind of interesting. I wish it was not that type of setup. I don't know if this is going to be a forever thing when it comes to the Epic Universe restaurants. Is it going to be this setup forever, or is it just because this is a brand new theme park and they want to make sure everything is running smoothly and everything is fair for people? It's an interesting situation for sure. It's not like you could just walk into one of these quick service restaurants and sit anywhere you want and just rest from the heat. I think they kind of do it in a way that like forces you to buy something. And I'm not saying that Universal is forcing you to buy things. I'm pretty sure that if you really and truly just needed a break in air conditioning, you could tell them, hey, I just want to sit for a little bit, and maybe they would accommodate you. But I kind of got the vibe that they wanted to discourage people from just using their quick service restaurants as a place to just like sit and rest. There are pros and cons. I like that I was guaranteed a spot. I did not like that if I really and truly needed to run in there and rest, it didn't feel as welcoming as another theme park, cough, Disney cough, where I could just walk in a quick service place, find a seat, sit down for a while, rest my feet, cool off in the AC, and then leave when I was ready without having to buy something. So keep that in mind. I also forgot to say that the Pizza Moon pizzas serve 2 people and they're pretty big. So it's 6 slices of pizza. Usually when I go to the theme parks, I walk with Ziploc bags. So I had a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna put a picture or another video. Yes, this is my leftovers that I have in a Ziploc bag because I mean, I wanted to try this whole pizza, but there's no way I could eat 6 slices of pizza, so I knew I was going to be taking this back with me. This could fit in my bag. It's probably going to get smushed up, but it's fine. I did eat some. I did not finish the pizza, unfortunately, because there were just so many other things to eat over the course of this vacation. I did not have the stomach space that I thought I was going to have this time, unfortunately, in this Florida trip. Usually I'm able to eat more, but I think it was something about the heat that just made me not want to eat. I wish I had people to help me, but I was by myself, so it's okay. It was definitely worth a try. I wish though that I might have eaten somewhere else so I could have tried more food at Epic Universe, but it was too hot. It was just me. It was too much.
Just got off Minecart Madness, and I think I agree with everyone who said it was kind of underwhelming because I waited probably about 2 hours. The line said it was 105 minutes, like according to the posted wait time was 105 minutes. But then I was dumb because I forgot that there was a single rider line. None of the team members told me there was a single rider line when I just walked in the line. And they saw me walking out alone. About halfway through the regular line, I realized there was a single rider line. I jumped out, and then I was like, let let me try a single rider thing. Thankfully, most of that wait was in AC. This is the only ride so far today that has gone into AC to wait, which was so nice, the air conditioning. Being in that queue was pretty annoying though, the single rider line, just because it was on in the inside portion of the ride, and I still had a significant amount of time to wait. So while I was waiting in there, I think his name is Diddy Kong, the old Donkey Kong character. I'm gonna post this picture right here. Diddy Kong or whoever was in there saying the same three phrases for the longest time for that whole indoor queue wait. Those nincompoops are after the sacred golden banana. I need you to go into these here mine carts and help the DK crew get the golden banana. Keep your eyes open for the big boss, Tiki Tong. Y'all, I listened to those three phrases over and over and over and over again. So they're like ingrained in my memory right now. I mean, it's kind of funny, like looking back on it, but during it though, it was kind of annoying. I think I'm about done with Super Nintendo World. I was gonna try to ride Yoshi, but I don't think it's worth it because I think the wait is like 45 or 50 minutes, and that's way too long for basically what it is. It's just like it's like the only little kid ride in the park. Like you get in and you just like ride around a track with Yoshi. So I'm not gonna bother with that. I think I'm gonna try to go to Dark Universe next and ride Monsters Unchained, and then I'm gonna go into Ministry of Magic, the Harry Potter area. I don't know if I'm gonna ride that ride today, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm kind of exhausted and I feel nasty, and I think I might call it quits a little early, but I still want to try different snacks. You know what? I think I'm gonna stop at Frosty Moon first before I go to Dark Universe and get some ice cream because I'm really hot. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of be chill for the rest of the day, just because like this was one of the big rides I wanted to ride, and that took a lot out of me waiting for that long time, and it's hot. I got my strawberry ice cream. I don't know how I'm gonna eat it. I probably need to like just take a bite. Honestly, I got it because I think it's gonna be cute. I love the sprinkles. They're so pretty. I think I'm gonna stop at the tiki bar next door and eat this and get a drink too. All right, y'all. So I found a little bit of an introvert's corner so I could eat my Frosty Moon that is melting big time, but it tastes really good. I'm here at Celestiki in Celestial Park. It's like across from Dark Universe. It's in between Dark Universe and Super Nintendo World. And I'm literally looking at the Dark Universe portal right now. I think I'm gonna go in there next and ride Monsters Unchained. And I got a little bit of liquid courage from the bar. So this is the Caribbean Spice, or Caribbean, before my family complains, the Caribbean Spice Colada. But the bartender recommended getting it with rum instead of, I think it was Fernet, she said that was originally in it, because apparently the Fernet tastes like Jaeger, and I don't like that, so it's refreshing and very strong. Oh my god. I'm glad I had 3 pieces of pizza before this. I feel disgusting. Look at my shirt, my makeup is all over my shirt. I do have a change of clothes, but honestly, I don't know how long I'm gonna last in this park today. I don't think I'm staying till close, but well, I already wasn't staying till close. I told my friend Monique, who's finally here in Orlando, that I was going to have dinner with her. So I was gonna leave here at 6. I don't think I'm making it to 6. Right now it's like after 3. So I think I'm gonna try to hit all the portals. I'm gonna go ride Monsters Unchained, look around Dark Universe. I'm not gonna try to ride Ministry of Magic today. It's just way too long of a wait. So I'm gonna walk around in Ministry of Magic, Harry Potter, see what they have in that portal to offer. And then I think I'm gonna call it quits. It's ridiculously hot. Like I can't do this. Things that I learned today about being here during the summer, don't even bother. Like I was complaining like a couple months ago. I guess maybe the weather wasn't so bad because it was like, when did people first start coming to this park? I think in like March was when it was kind of like soft opening, and I was saying no one's wearing cute outfits to Epic Universe, like what's going on? I don't think it's as hot in March as it is now, but I guess for the grand opening in May, it made sense to not be cute. No one else here is dressed cute. I see a couple people like bounding as the Mario characters, like wearing like a Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach shirt and some shorts. I see some people wearing like overalls and that kind of stuff, but like literally no one's going all out because it's hot as heck. All of my makeup is gone. It's either been wiped off or it's in my shirt. I actually went and like wet my face in the bathroom, and that was a big mistake because they don't have tissues in there to like wipe your face. Like it's only the air dryers that you put your hands under. So that was pretty terrible too. But this park is still really cool. I think if I come back, I'm gonna come back in like the fall or the winter, like February, January, March, November. November sounds like a really good time to come here. Early December, that's not holiday time, would be much better to come here because this is miserable being here in this heat. And I will say, like, although I did say already that the only indoor queue that I've been in so far was for Donkey Kong, and that was part of the queue. It wasn't even the whole thing. I think all of the queue for Monsters Unchained is inside, and I think all the queue for Ministry of Magic is inside, but correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure. I highly recommend this park. This park is really cool, but it would be cooler if it was cooler. All right, everyone, this is the portal where I'm gonna face my fears. This is the one that I've been scared of. Dark Universe, Darkmoor. And that cloud hanging overhead is very ominous. It's alive! It's alive! There was a guy out here yelling that earlier when I was at Celestiki over there. What? Oh god. Y'all, I'm low-key scared of this monster ride. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. I don't want none of them characters to talk to me. Y'all know I'm scared. I am not a spooky girly. So this portal is the one that I was kind of not looking forward to, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for y'all. I know the Monsters Unchained ride is supposed to be really good. I was supposed to go to Blade Tavern and get the snacks there, like there's like a burnt bread, like burnt cheese bread thing, and like a garlic steak. But if I'm being completely honest, I am full. I just had an ice cream and a whole cocktail, and I ate half a pizza. I genuinely do not feel like eating any more food right now. So we're just gonna go ride this ride and catch a vibe here on Monsters Unchained. How long is the wait? Let's see. Perfect. It's a 10-minute wait. Let's go. Let's do it.
Hi everyone. So I have some unfortunate news for you. For some reason, after I got off of Monsters Unchained, my microphone died and I had no idea. That's just my luck, right? That's my joke to myself that Monsters Unchained is a cursed ride, because as soon as I got off, I was blabbering about so many things and my microphone is not working. As you can see, I'm gonna insert like some of the clip here of me just talking to the camera. For the rest of my Epic Universe day, I did not have a working microphone. And it's crazy because had I only taken the time to test it out to see if my stuff was actually recording with sound, I would have known and I would have done something to correct this, but I blabber on for the rest of the day with no sound, so I'm gonna have to fill in the blanks a lot for y'all at this point in time, so yay! My thoughts on Dark Universe. I went in, I rode Monsters Unchained. I was initially scared of this portal because I'm not a horror person. I'm not a Frankenstein, werewolf, or Wolfman, or Dracula kind of person at all. Like that, those IPs just don't resonate with me because I am a wuss. I rode Monsters Unchained and I was scared initially going into the queue. The good thing about Monsters Unchained is that it never has a long wait. When I was there, it was only a 10-minute wait, so it was a walk-on. I walked through that queue by myself and I was scared because most of the queue is dark. you're going through like this dark castle, you're seeing this character Igor saying scary stuff, and there's like lightning flashing around you. It's definitely like out of a horror film, obviously, because this land is based on horror films. I was pretty scared walking through the queue, I'm not gonna lie. By the time I got to the area where you put your bags in the lockers, because once again, this is a ride where you shouldn't have your stuff with you. So I put my phone, my microphone, everything in my backpack, stuck it in the locker, and by that time I was in the queue with people. Like, I had caught up to everyone else who was in line. Since I was a single rider, I got to ride in a group with 3 women who knew each other, so that was interesting. I just told myself, pretend that these girls are your friends for this ride so that you're not psyched out by riding alone, and that worked out really well for me. And if you're not familiar with Monsters Unchained, it's the exact same ride system as Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey over at Universal Islands of Adventure. It's a 4-seater bench. Each person sits in their own little seat. They pull the thing on top of you. You hold on to like a little like bar thingy like right here. To get into the theme park weeds, it's a kuka arm type of ride. So basically that bench thing is attached to like an arm that just kind of like moves you around. So you're going like this. I enjoy it. It was not scary. I thought I was gonna be terrified, but I was more laughing at this ride than anything, because it's a mix of animatronics, screens, and like practical sets. And basically you're moving around in this, here's the arm, here's the ride vehicle. You're moving around like this, and you're seeing like the monsters on top of you and like all that kind of stuff. I didn't think it was scary. I don't know. I'm trying to gauge like the level of scariness. I was more scared of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey when it first came out. I was what, like 21? I think. Yeah, I think I was in my early 20s when Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey came out. And I was more scared of that ride back then. Aragog, or whoever, the spider, the Acromantula, I think is what it is. But whenever the big spider comes out and it's like, at you, I was more scared of that than I was of this Monsters Unchained ride. I don't know if it's from aging and knowing what the ride vehicle was gonna do. I don't know. Maybe your little kids would be scared of this ride. Maybe they won't be scared of this ride, but I would say that it's less than PG-13. I wouldn't even call it PG-13 in terms of scary. I would say it's like PG, because the monsters don't do anything to you. They don't even like jump out at you like you would think that like in a horror film ride that things would jump scare you. There were hardly any jump scares. You could see that stuff coming from a mile away. There were a few times though that the ride vehicle would vibrate because you're getting shocked by lightning. So there's a few times where you're like, but other than that, it's not that bad. So I highly recommend it. In terms of the rest of the land, I did not ride Curse of the Werewolf, although I walked kind of by it. The line was kind of long, and I don't know, I didn't really hear like the best reviews of that ride from other people. So maybe that's a next time kind of thing. It just wasn't a priority for me. I walked by Burning Blade Tavern hoping to see the windmill blade catch on fire. Unfortunately, it didn't. So I heard that the fire effect happens every 15 minutes. 3 o'clock, 3:15, 3:30, 3:45, 4 o'clock. I heard that this thing goes off every 15 minutes. I stood out there and I think it was like 3:45. Nothing happened. I waited for a few minutes. Nothing happened. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I had the wrong information and I just didn't know that it didn't go off at a certain time. I don't know, but I didn't see the burning blade. Next time I hope to go back and try the snacks in there, because I would really like to try those cheese bites and the garlic steak. There's some like cider, some crossbow cider that's apparently really good. So hopefully next time I'll get to explore Dark Universe more. Even though I wasn't as scared as I thought I was going to be, I still think I would prefer to explore that area with other people, just because I know that the characters come out and they talk to you. I think I saw the Invisible Man when I was there, and I stayed pretty far away from him because I didn't want him to talk to me. I heard he's mean. That was Dark Universe. I am sorry that I can't give you my live reactions in the land just because my microphone died, but that's gonna be the nature of the rest of this video. Unfortunately, it's gonna be me talking y'all through my footage because my mic died, so sorry about that. Here we are visiting our last portal at Epic Universe. This is the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. This portal is really interesting just because it spans two different timelines in the Harry Potter universe. First of all, you start off going through the portal and you're heading back in time into 1920s Paris, France. This is the world where the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them universe takes place in, with Newt Scamander, if you've watched those movies. I think that's where they went in the second movie of the franchise. I'm not 100% sure, I just watched it one time, but it was really, really interesting how they put this world together. The fact that you make a time jump, quote unquote, from our present day into Wizarding Paris back in the 1920s. And then the other interesting part is that you make another time jump when you go to ride the ride Battle of the Ministry. That takes you to London in the 1990s. Overall, I'd say I was very impressed with this area. The theming is top notch. As someone who's been to Paris 2 times in my lifetime and has really gotten the chance to explore Paris and see what the architecture is like and everything, this area definitely captures Paris. I can't speak to the 1920s aspect of it, but I definitely felt like I was transported to a different place. This area felt like a real city. Each window had something that you can go up and look at and it would be unique. I didn't have an interactive wand, but if I did, I'm sure I would have had a blast because it seemed like they had a ton of interactive wand spots that you could mess with. As I'm sure you could see multiple times in this video, I just passed someone doing some magic. Anyway, the majority of the time I spent in this land, besides touring around and looking at the different sites, was reflecting on my feelings towards the Harry Potter fandom in general in 2025. I've been a fan of Harry Potter since I was in the 4th grade. I think I was 9 or 10 years old when I read the first book. Harry Potter's always been a very important fandom to me. I love Harry Potter so much. It breaks my heart I don't find the same joy in this fandom solely because of J.K. Rowling and her hateful rhetoric towards the transgender community. If you didn't know, J.K. Rowling has been using her platform, specifically on Twitter, now called X. I hate that name, but whatever. She has been posting a lot of hateful rhetoric towards the trans community, invalidating their experience and just being hateful and awful. She uses the proceeds that she receives from the Harry Potter franchise to lobby against transgender issues. A lot of people like to say that we should separate the art from the artist. In my case, I can't do that separation because every time I see Harry Potter, every time I think about what this franchise means to me and how I've talked to several different people in the LGBT community and heard what this franchise means to them, I think it's really awful that J.K. Rowling could just turn on her fandom like this and isolate, a very vulnerable community that is a part of her fandom as well. While I'm not a member of the LGBT community, I am a Black woman and I definitely know what it's like to have entities in this life be against your existence. I'm gonna use my platform whenever I can to stand up for this vulnerable community. I no longer purchase licensed Harry Potter products. I encourage you not to as well. And this is no hate towards Universal whatsoever. Universal Creative did such an amazing job on this land. It didn't feel right for me to post this type of content without letting you guys know my stance on everything when it comes to J.K. Rowling and her awful beliefs. To anyone who's a part of the trans community that may be watching this video, just know that I'm on your side. I support you. I'm here for you. And to the people who may be watching this video who might not agree with what I'm saying, this channel is probably not for you. Thank you for watching, but at the end of the day, this is always going to be a safe space for marginalized groups. So if you don't agree with that, well, sorry, but not sorry. Now, I do acknowledge that there is truly no ethical way to spend time in this land without impacting the transgender community in some way negatively. I didn't purchase anything in this land this time. I did not have any food. I didn't drink anything. I would have loved to try some of the food while I spent time in this land. However, I was still too full from eating elsewhere in Epic Universe. However, if you do want to consume something in this land, I suggest donating to a trans rights organization. Now, I don't know the percentage of how much J.K. Rowling receives from food and beverage sales or merchandise sales in Epic Universe, but definitely the proceeds from these sales that we make in this land go towards her pockets and her anti-trans agenda. Try to offset that as much as you can. I know that's like the last thing that you want to think about when you're visiting a theme park, but it would be really nice to help out the trans community by donating to a trans rights organization of your choice to offset those purchases. Anyway, if you're still here after my rant, thank you so much for being open-minded and being open to joining me on this journey. I truly appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, if you could please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, let me know how you feel in the comments, and share this video with a friend. I would truly appreciate it. I would love to continue to bring you all these really cool theme park adventures, but that all depends on your support. So thank you so much. Now we're moving on to the coolest part of this land, the actual battle for the Ministry ride. We're coming up to the Metro Flu portal right now. Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry is a very popular ride, probably the most popular ride at Epic Universe. When I was there, I think the line was about 2 hours long, which I was not planning to wait in that length of line for this ride. I was already exhausted, I was feeling gross, I was ready to go at this point, so a 2-hour line was just not on my radar at all. The coolest thing that Universal could have done for this ride is to have this thing that they called Ministry Viewing. I took a video of the sign as I was walking in the queue. Ministry Viewing is definitely one of the best things that they could have done because it allows you to just walk into the main Ministry of Magic area and see what's in there. You get to see the set, you get to see just all the details and the love that they put into this queue. I think it's really cool. I had a great time just exploring around. And it looks absolutely incredible in person. These videos don't do it justice. I truly felt like I was on set for the movies that took place in the Ministry of Magic. And here I am, slowly making my way out. Make sure if you get confused, ask a team member whenever you're in doubt. They're really great at directing you, letting you know what's okay to do, where's okay to go. So just make sure you're listening to them and you're being respectful. And of course, here I am again talking excitedly about my Ministry viewing experience. However, did not get any of this audio recorded. So sorry about how janky these voiceovers are, but that's just what happens sometimes where you're in a theme park in the extreme heat for a long time and you just don't know that your mic isn't working. Anyway, Harry Potter was my last portal, sadly. And since I was so exhausted, I decided to just make my way out of the park. One thing I really wanted to do during my visit to Epic Universe was ride the Constellation Carousel, which I'm showing right here. Unfortunately, I didn't get there, but hopefully next time. I heard it's really beautiful to ride at night. Once I made my way up to the front of the park, I went into the gift shop and I ended up buying just 2 t-shirts, one of the iconic Epic Universe shirts for my mom, and then I got another Epic shirt for me that I didn't show. But they had some cute things in there from all the different portals that you could check out right before you leave. Now this part makes me sad because I really took my time filming the entry of this park from the Chronos all through the views of Celestial Park that you could see with the Grand Helios. I was finally able to get some solo time in this area. There weren't many people around, as you could see, and I just really went in talking about my day, what I experienced, what I loved, what I didn't love, and I'm so sad that I don't have this epic finale audio filmed because I was talking, the music around me was swelling, and I was just really feeling the Epic Universe vibes at this point. I think I said overall, I really enjoyed this park. I really loved my day. The only thing that was holding me back was the heat. The heat definitely took a lot out of me, and I really and truly would like to come back and visit again when it's cooler outside so I could experience all the things, because this is a new park. It's young. They don't have mature trees. They don't have a lot of indoor spaces where you can cool off. But I imagine during the fall and the spring, the winter time, this park would be so amazing. And there you have it. That was my day at Universal's Epic Universe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!